working. Open this, right? It should be working. Let's see. It's working. Okay. We can close this. Can I delete this one? Edit. More actions, delete forever. Yeah. It's yeah, there was a scheduled stream, but it was set up for webcam only, and I couldn't use OBS, so I just deleted that, created this one. Okay, so hi, welcome. I'm Jeff, and I'm one of the artists for NeverEnding. Hang on just 1 second. And this video, in this live stream, I'm going to be drawing. You see, we have these character frames. Where is it? Where's Clip Studio? There it is. So we have these character frames. I have these pictures here that I just pulled from the internet, and let me turn one off. So you see, I put in just a normal picture in there just to see what it looks like. But basically, what I'm going to be doing is creating new frames for you to use on the website. Those pictures don't have anything to do with it. I just pulled those from the internet, and I use it just to see what it would, just to set the mood, to see what it would look like with someone's picture on it. And also it works as a template for the size. So this is the size that we were using. Also, this picture also doesn't have anything to do with us, but I use that as a template for how many pixels. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing now. We have these. These are, I don't have a name for them yet. I just drew them in particular styles. So this first one is a basic warrior or paladin. Then we have this. I'm calling it warlock. Where is it? I'm naming them here. Hang on. Let's see. Okay, I have a fighter. It's this one. The first one is called fighter. And then warlock. Then druid. This one is a druid. Rogue. Wizard. And monk. I had a book one. I drew this, but it looks terrible. I'm just scrapping that. Don't show Jamie. He's gonna want to keep it, even though it looks terrible. Don't tell him. But anyway, that's now I gotta draw. I'm gonna be drawing at least a couple of them. So, Jamie sent some suggestions, but I don't know if. Hang on. Designs. Well, I'm not sure. I think I'll have to draw one. I'll do one tomorrow and record it. If there are any tips, I'll mention them and you can follow along. If you have any body type redraws, leave one character off for me to do. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to. So I don't know how to teach. Dan wants to know if I have any tips to draw faster. I don't know off the top of my head like that. I don't know how to how to give him tips like that. What I told him is I'm gonna draw one live, not live, but I'll record it, and if I have any tips, they'll come up as I'm drawing them, so I I can give him tips like that, as examples. I told him to just, if you're gonna draw one set across the body, so just leave one for me. So okay, back to topic. So we have these here, the ones that I described before. Now Jamie wants themes, so we have to draw it in between themes. These ones that I've drawn before, they're not exactly themes. They're just like classes, D&D classes. Hi Lauren, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. So these ones, hang on, let me just see. Jamie's calling me. Shoot. Okay. Shoot. A webcam live stream. It didn't work. Sorry. I didn't know. I guess he needs a link. Hang on. Just one quick second. Where do I click? Where do I click to see it? Jamie needs a link to it. Oh, share. There's probably it. Copy link. There you go. My bad. 1,000 pardons. I didn't know about. I didn't know about the advertising. I didn't know. I didn't know that's what it meant. He mentioned about the advertising. I didn't know what it meant. Okay. I mean, it's done. I'm sorry. But there were no people waiting, so 3 minutes before I started, I could see if there were people waiting to watch. There was nobody, so okay. Back to drawing. Let's just draw. Okay, so like I said, these are just classes in D&D. So Jamie wants themes. So let's see. One of the themes. Where can I start from? Let's scroll up. There are mentions here from suggestions Jamie made. I think I scrolled too far. Where is it? Just 1 second. Is it above this? Oh, okay. So, celestial, fiendish, elvish, dwarvish, elemental. Okay. I don't know. Celestial. I'll tell you what. I'll draw a celestial one and a fiendish one. Good and evil. Okay. So, where should I start? First I'm gonna need. Here's what I do. I pull from the ones that I already have. I pull this template just to see the size the frame is gonna need to be. I create a folder, throw that in. Oops. Okay. Turn it on, move it. Okay, so this is the size of the pictures that we're gonna use. Then using this, I could just set it to blue, create a new layer, and then from here I can start drawing. It's a good idea to cover as little as possible of the picture. So, if I'm gonna draw an edge here, it's going to be really tight, but I still want to cover a little bit of the picture. I just want it to be as little as possible, but I still want to cover a little bit. So, celestial. What does that mean? That's kind of abstract. Let's see if I can find a reference. Celestial picture frame. I'm gonna put picture frame. Celestial picture frame. Let's see what comes up. Okay, moons and suns, stars. Oh, celestial doesn't mean good. It means outer space, right? Stars, something like that. Galaxies. It's probably outer space. So I'm gonna take that. He says celestial and then parenthesis good. So yeah, there it is, angelic. Yeah, I was trying to think of a different term. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Angelic picture frame. Let's see if I can find one. Okay, a lot of wings. Angels, of course. I see angels here. What else? Ribbons. I see ribbons. These are a little corny. I don't know. Just trying to think of a way to implement those. I guess the wings thing. I'm gonna focus on angels, okay? Celestial equals angel. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I remember celestial meant outer space galaxies because of the research I did, and then that's all that came up. So let's see. First I'm gonna take a symmetrical ruler. I use this all the time. The celestial was still in my head. Sorry. The symmetrical ruler is one of the tools that I use the most because it's maybe not the symmetrical ruler. It's just all rulers. Basically, every drawing that I do on Clip Studio has one kind of ruler because it's so helpful. So, you can. Oops. Clip Studio is auto saving. Let's just give it a second. Okay. So right here you can pick how many lines it has. So if you set it to 2, where is it? Which layer am I on? So if you pick 2, it'll be you draw once and then a second line's gonna appear. If you create a ruler and then you set it to like 13, you draw one line and 12 more are gonna appear. So you can do a lot of patterns this way. I might do that for this frame. We'll see. So then the annoying part is that once you create a ruler, you have to come in here and try to match it. You see it's off, so then you gotta scooch it a little bit. Let's get closer. Okay, I think I can pull it a little bit. Nope, that's too far. A little. Oh. There you go. Sort of. It's not perfect, but the picture is gonna move a little bit anyway, so then we go back to the layer and now we can draw freely. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm gonna start. I don't want to draw just wings without them being attached to anything. So let's start with a loopy frame. Let's draw a frame first. Then we'll add the details. Because we can't just draw the details without having the frame first. We can, but I've tried that and it's so messy. You need a structure first. It's kind of like drawing without a sketch underneath. I mean, you got people that can do it, of course, but I can't yet, at least. And I don't aspire to. So I want roundish corners here. For some reason, I think that's more angelic. Not roundish, but just flowing motions. And there's a corner here, a kind of a sharp corner. I'll leave it there like that. I can change it later, or maybe there's gonna be something on top of that. This is just so we can start. So I'll add it. I've added a shape to the insides. I wanna add a shape to the outside. It doesn't really matter at this point. At this point, it's just a visual brainstorming. You're just trying things and seeing what looks cool. You already have an idea of what works. So basically, like I said, for this one it's rounded corners. It's better. But I don't know, not rounded corners, like rounded shapes. But I still don't know what shapes at all. I'm just trying out different lines. You see, I can already tell this is too thick. So the distance here is too far. But I want some space there to add a bunch of stuff. So if it was just a clean frame, I would just, if I wasn't planning on adding anything, I would select it like this and drag it up like that. But I think I can fill this up with stuff. Maybe an angel, wings, something. We'll see. I think this needs a halo. I think probably like an angel halo. I'm not sure. We'll see if it looks cool. So I think over here is a good place to put one of those these curl things that they have in statues and you know the I'm forgetting a lot of terms today. I'm sorry. That kind of look, that kind of angelical look, or old sculptures and stuff. We'll see if it looks cool. Like I said, we're brainstorming. There's no right or wrong at this point. Just trying things out. I think I can. Nah, doesn't look cool. It doesn't look good. It looks like a couch or an old chair. Nah, doesn't look good. Maybe not there. I'll let it somewhere. I think I like that shape, but it wasn't working here. So how about that? Yeah, I think I'll add those curls to the corners here. We'll see. Hang on. If I add it here. There's something wrong. It doesn't work. About that. I'll leave it. I don't know if it works, but I'll leave it for now because I think it might look good eventually. So I'll leave it for now. It just looks like one of those tiny mirrors. You know, a mirror frame. That's not the look I was going for, but we'll see. We'll see if matching with more stuff it'll work. That's the thing. You gotta try a lot of stuff. Things that you don't think are gonna work sometimes do. Sometimes I design something and I forget a feature behind. You know, I go to sketch something else And then when I come back to that one and I look at it, it really matches the rest of it. I wasn't planning for that, but I don't know if that made any sense. A lot of stuff I need examples. I can't just describe visual stuff. It's hard. Okay. Let me just turn this off for a second. It doesn't look good because this looks like it's curling behind it. It looks like that because it's line work, but maybe once nah, I'm gonna separate it. I guess I know that once they're colored, if I change this to a different color than this, that illusion is gone. But still, I think this it's too bland, you know. It's just a frame, but I feel like it still could be better. Actually, let's start with the designing stuff, cooler stuff, just adding a bunch of things. So we got the inner part. The outer part is free game. You can add anything you want here. It's not gonna interfere with the painting. And I don't think we have. Do we have a size for these? A limit? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. But I'm not gonna go that far that it'd be a problem. I won't. So I'm thinking. Oh, okay. What about those laurels? You know, those what are they called? What are they called? Laurel. It's laurel something. Let me put that up. Laurels. Laurel plant. Laurel flower. Leaf. Wreath? Is that what it's called? Wreath? Wraith? I don't know. But those are really cool. Let's try that. Actually, go back to the normal frame. I want to add that to the frame. Oh, and how about we add that here? Man, this is hard. Okay. No. It's not working. Yeah, it's too straight. Parallel lines don't really work. Make a note. Parallel lines don't work. You see how it's just a parallel line to this? They never work. You know, so just change it a little bit. So make it like so. I think that's better. It's always better. Parallel lines are just so stiff. It never looks good. I mean, unless you're drawing a building or something like that. Just design flowing, natural designs don't really work. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Just my experience. Try to avoid it. There's something wrong. I have to add that little shape because we need to build this. Maybe not necessarily that. Oh, okay. So how about a gem here or something? We can add. Well, it's hanging right now. It should be attached from all sides. Turn it off again. It sort of works. Let's add a frame around it. It's still not angelic, but I'm gonna get there. We're gonna do that with the details, and there's going to be a lot of rendering, and there usually is. You can't tell from a distance, but you know, when you zoom in, there's a lot of lines and light and shadow that goes, wow, this is actually not that detailed. I don't know. I think this might have been old. I know new techniques now. This one took a while. You see, for each line, I had to render some shine, some highlights. So I'll do the same for this, of course. Just saying that right now you can't tell that it's going to be this ornate and beautiful piece. Right now we're just sketching. Make this smaller. Okay, we got the frame. I like that. I like it now. I don't like these. I like the middle one, the converging one, but these on the side don't look cool. But this is I just thought of it. This is a great place to add wings. I'm not sure I want to draw an actual angel on it. I know I mentioned I didn't want to just add wings attached to nothing. But you know, these kind of are attached to the frame. So how about just trying to shape now? The wing, the thing about the wing is it's sort of like, can you see this? Hang on. So yeah, it's sort of like that. And I don't like to start wings here. You know, it's just one edge here that opens up with the, what is it called? The feathers. So I like to do the whole wing, but Celestial looks like the references that I found, those don't really have the full wing. So I'm gonna try the full wing now. Let's see if it's still Celestial. Let's see. So if it starts here, it's going to curve. Hang on. It starts here, right? So hang on. So this would be a shoulder, and then that is no. This is the shoulder. So I mean, I'm a bird person, right? So this is the shoulder, and then you got the elbow, and that part is the hand, and you got. But then it'll look like a chicken. It'll look like a bird, not an angel. That's the thing. That's the problem. You see, it'll either look like. I mean, if I was going for an eagle look or a falcon, whatever, a real bird, that would look cool. But for an angelic thing, what's going? Oh, Clip Studio is auto saving. Gotta wait 5 seconds. I gotta change that. You can change how often it does that. I mean, I don't need to be rescued. I have the habit of control S-ing constantly. I just did. Okay. So, like I said, I mean, I could add the shoulder here and then have the wing there. But it'll look like a bird, not an angel. So, let's just make it an angel. Forget anatomy. Angel anatomy is silly. Am I right? I mean, it's fictitious, so let's just draw it aesthetically pleasing and be done with it. So I'm having difficulty. Let's see. I think I'll pull a reference. Hang on. I always pull references because angel wings. Because you can't go wrong with a reference. I mean, I'm not going to trace it, of course. I just want to look at someone's work and see what works. Haha. I found him. Let's see. Copy. It's the first image that came up. Copy image. Copy image. What's going on? Can I not copy that image? Oh, I already did. I didn't even see it. Okay, so we're gonna just look at the proportion, the amount of feathers that it has, and then it'll help. So, zoom in a little. So I'm seeing 3 rows of feathers, and then a bunch of plumes. These are not feathers; these are plumes, right? A bunch of plumes, and right. We already have it. We already have. Kelsey drew cool, really cool wings for the website. It's already up. Actually, I should be referencing those. Let me look that up. Hang on. I'm just gonna screenshot it from our characters in NeverEnding. Log in. Come on. Just one quick second. Wings. I'm gonna screenshot my character. And I think we can use it. Yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna use that. That looks so cool. Hooray! Hooray, Kelsey. I miss Kelsey. Let's see. Although it's closed like that. Hang on, let me just erase this part. It closed like that might not be the look we're going for. How about that? Nah. You know what? Instead of pulling it from there, I'm gonna pull the wings from here. Oops, I hit the paint bucket, damn it. Sorry. Bigger. Is this too big? I think it might be too big. It would be a problem logistically, like mechanically on the website. I don't want to cause any problems, so I'm gonna pull back. Okay, let's just think shapes. This has taken too long. So let's just figure it out already. It shouldn't be taking that long. That's not normal. I'm gonna turn off the monk. Turn the monk off. Ready? Okay. Now, got it here. Not sure. Not sure what to add here. This corner needs something, but What if I add a curl here? Oh, kind of like a banister, you know? It curls up like so. And you'll see that because of the ruler, I only do one side, and the other side, I don't even worry about the other side. I know that it's correct. Instead of drawing one side and then copying it and pasting on the other, draw both at the same time. Okay, that's more the look that I wanted. I just don't know what to do at the end. I mean, these curls have to end eventually. A curl, the coil, right? I guess coiling has to end. Right. Okay. I'm not sure. What if I have a gem here at the top? That's weird. It's just weird. Why is it rounded? Doesn't look good. Why am I having difficulty with this one? It's kind of weird. Usually it comes to me so fast. Guess it's the pressure from streaming. It's the streaming pressure. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know what this is. This is kind of weird. Scrap it. Start over. Start this part over. Okay, so what do we do with this corner before we add the wings? Let's just add the wings and then I'll do the corner. Okay, so wings are a pain in the butt to do. But, I mean, it's the look. It's the look that we're going for, so we have to suck it up. Actually, I draw the plumes here. This is plumes, not feathers yet. So this edge can just draw fuzzy plumes. We can add texture later. We just need a nice structure to start painting. So the first, actually I want to draw the last feathers first and then fill in with the others. I find that it's a little bit easier. But you see, it's gonna be so wide. Yeah, I'm gonna draw the wings like Kelsey has. Like that, right? There. Okay, now should be going a little straighter. There we go. Straighter out. Then one more. It doesn't look good. This looks so amateurish. Why? It's kind of weird. What if I draw wings like that? Kind of like wings holding in. There, okay, now finally a good idea. Okay, a lot of brainstorming and first time. Actually, let me just real quick. This background is kind of bothering me. I don't usually draw with this background. I just do this. Oh. Woo! That's much better. Holy crap. I hate that checkered background. I don't know why I was still on. Okay. So wings inward like that. And then what? Does that work? We'll see. I like the way it worked. It looks, but I'm not sure if it's, well, we could do, I wanted to do it open, but it won't fit. So, you know, it just wouldn't fit. So we're doing what we got to do. Or I could have done them open like that. Well, I could do another set of wings, right? Like so? Yeah, I like that. Okay, let me see. I've seen both of these wings that I saw were on the inside. So this part of the wings, this part of the wings. I want to see one from the outside, or the feathers the same pattern? They're all from, okay. I was gonna say they're all from the inside, but I found ones that, yeah. So apparently the ones that from the outside, they have way more layers of feathers. Is that it? It's just a different one. Yeah, I'm just gonna draw it the way I want. The way I think looks cool. So I'm gonna do long feathers here. I was worried about the anatomy again. Just do something that looks really cool. That's the idea, anyway. Doesn't look cool. Doesn't matter if it's anatomically correct. Just make it look cool. So at this edge, we can add some fuzz. Something here. And then I mean, right now it looks so cartoonish and rough, and the lines are still thick. But once we start painting, those it'll blend in really well. It's just because right now there's just one color, just black against the gray. There's no gradient. Once there is, it'll look cooler. It's like magic. It's hard to get the angle right, so I have to draw the same line over and over again a lot of the times. Not sure if I should draw like the details on the feathers. We'll see. Not worried about that right now. Let's not worry about that right now. Let's just get the structure done. These feathers are so thick. Really quick, I'm just gonna make them thinner. Sometimes it's so hard to get the line right. I remember when I had a Cintiq, not a Cintiq. I had a Cintiq once, but Then I got this Huion alternative, really 5 times cheaper, and it was new. 5 times cheaper than a used Cintiq from 10 years ago. So you can imagine how much a new Cintiq would cost anyway. I remember that drawing directly on the screen was a lot easier to do line work. It was much better. The thing is, I got rid of it because of my back. It really, really messed up with my back. Drawing, leaning on the drawing and leaning on the desk and looking down, it really killed me. It was insane. After about a month, my neck just gave out. My back just went out, and I had to lie down for 2 days. Couldn't get up. It took me a while to realize that it was the Cintiq and not my chair or the way I was sleeping. I used to think it was the way I was sleeping because I would wake up and my back was already hurting. I couldn't go through the whole night without a back pain. So I thought it was the way I was sleeping. But once I stopped using the Cintiq, the screen, it just stopped. Any pain I had, and then I could sleep the whole night. It was just during the day I was injuring my neck, and then at night I paid the price. So, okay, I like those wings. Now let's draw wings up. Like so. Hang on, let's turn on. Okay, we're still inside. Actually, I can edit this. We don't have to cut inside the picture that much. There we go, that's better. This one is too wide, isn't it? Can I add a shoulder here? An elbow, actually. I'm gonna do that and that. Haha, I like that. I like it. Okay, now we just add more feathers and more wings. Another pair of wings. Wings for days. I think I can add another joint here. Yeah, another joint. And then, now we can turn this off, please. It's just hard to get the right shape because if I do, this is not correct. This is not correct. It has to be that exact. Not exact, but it's a particular curve, A different curve is not gonna look like a feather. So you gotta draw it a few times to get it right. And when your hand is down here, not up there, you can't really plan that much. You just gotta trial and error. Let's try a bunch of lines, a bunch of strokes, and see what works. Yeah, remove this because it's getting too thick, too wide. Right, that's it. That's the structure. I mean, it's a weird shorter pair of wings, but I think they look cool. So let's fill it in with more stuff. Go. It's all about filling it with details. You know, it's you can't really leave a lot of empty space. That's the thing. Empty space kind of kills. What? Hang on, Britta is asking me something. There's a bunch of coloraves. Just 1 second. Okay. Something I forgot to post. Where is it? Give me 1 second. I didn't post? Damn it. Damn you, Jeff. Okay, I'm not gonna stop to do that. I'll do that later. Okay. So, where do we leave off? Now that I'm coming back, I realized that these are kind of contrasting. So we got this shape that is like heavy, more aggressive, and then there's this way softer shape. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to soften this up. Instead of having an edge like that, I'm going to, let's try do something like that. What is that? Is that a thing? I don't think it is, right? Not sure. It's like an ear. Like a weird ear. I like it, but I know it's not right. What is wrong with it? Not sure. How about... I want it to be there. I just don't know how to make it look good. I think it needs that here. But right now I think it's looking too organic. Not organic, but there's a term for it. I don't know. No, I'm taking it off. Doesn't look cool. There's something, it needs something here. Not sure what it is. Let's try different shapes. These are sort of abstract frames, so it doesn't have to be what is it called? Solid or structurally sound. That makes sense even. Just has to look cool. That's all it needs to look cool. Yeah, I like that one better. This shape is better. The other one was more interesting, but this is more neutral. It's more aesthetically pleasing. Right? Okay. Something's missing here. There's all this empty space. I know. It was the laurels. That wreath? I don't know how it's pronounced. It's these little things like that you see around coins, like, or metals. You know, when you look at a gold or silver metals, they have these laurels. Gotta draw the other side. I think those look super cool. For some reason, I think I did it too, what is it called? Too loosely? I think for them to look that cool, they have to be really neat and evenly spaced. Otherwise, it'll just look like a plant. Like I have here. This just looks like a little plant. Let's see. Does it? Yeah, let me at least try removing the line work from the middle. Maybe it'll help. The line down the middle. It doesn't. Screw it. Go back. I will draw laurels. It didn't work. This one didn't work. So let's try again. No, don't draw that. Don't draw texture. It's gonna look like wood. This is supposed to be marble. Okay, well, let's just finish this one up. I'm pretty much done with this, I think. Just add a shape here. Add one more line of feathers. Gotta add the plumes. Let's add the plumes. And then the last feathers can start from the plumes. Okay, there's a feather outside. I should have done that for the feathers, for the wings up top. I didn't, right? Yeah. I'm gonna add one more feather out here. It should be. If it pokes out, it'll look more organic. It doesn't. It looks so. It looked too clean before. I think it looks better now, right? Let's see. Just take this. Yeah, a little bit better. Can't wait to start coloring. So much line work on this one. These feathers. One more. There we go. I think that's it for the wings at least. Let's see. Okay, well, right now, what else? I said I wanted to do something at the bottom. I cannot draw another pair of wings. I can't. So since I've already drawn 2 pairs, I'm going to move this up a little bit. Way up, actually. I went way up. Let's add an edge. A cool looking edge. Damn it. How can I get it? Okay, correct. There. And I think it needs something at the bottom. I mean, if I could draw those dang laurels. Maybe I have them. Hang on. If I go here, these are the brushes that I've downloaded. Maybe there is one here. If there isn't, there should be. Because I've drawn that before. You see, you got feathers, leaves, ropes. Well, we got leaves, like branches for other types of plants. That's not the idea. Yeah, a bunch of plants. These download. Oh, I was in all materials. I see brushes. Just a quick look. Yeah, probably not. Wait a minute, what is that? Is that a brush? That looks so cool. Let me just see, just curious. I don't remember downloading that one. Just leaves. Okay. Okay, I don't have a Laurel one. Turn it off. I think that's it. I can add more details in coloring. So, from this point, what I do is, let's see. Clip Studio auto save me again. Give it a minute. Okay. So, we leave the ruler on, of course. Create a layer underneath it. I would turn everything else off. Let me just do that. Leave this one on. We can turn that off. Actually, we can delete those, both of them. Then we have the layer underneath it. I select outside of what I want to paint. Right? So everything outside of what I want to paint is selected. Then I expand that by 1 pixel. Just to make sure it's inside of the line work. Then I invert it. Invert the selection. And I paint it with any color, really. I mean, I like to do a dark version. The darkest part of, maybe not the darkest, but just the dark version of what I want it to look. Well, the final color. Let's see, Jamie is... Whew, let's see. Okay. Good, we dodged the bullet. We dodged the belt. The whip. Let's see. A dark version of the final color that I want to achieve. So in this case, I want it to be marble, sort of, maybe not exactly marble, but just a bright color. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll go metallic, we'll see. But right now I want it to be, let's imagine it's marble, right? So it's a beige but really light. For the base color I use a much darker tone than the intended one, because I like to work backwards. So instead of adding shadows, I add light. I learned that a while ago, and ever since it has changed everything. So another thing that I'd like to do first is change the color of the line work. So I just lock the pixels and then I fill it with a more neutral tone. So instead of black, like that, black, I don't know, it's good for line work, of course. I mean, it's black, but once you have these kinds of illustrations where it's more painterly, I feel like black ruins it. Its edge is so strong. I always like to bring it as light as possible. If there is something darker, it'll look weird. So it has to be the darkest part of the object, but still as bright as possible, if that makes any sense. So then I don't want it to be all the same color, but then I use the same color for the base. Then I create a new layer, clip it to the one below it, so it doesn't go outside. So whatever color I paint here is going to stay on top of what I have here. And then with this one, we're gonna paint it. So first, what color should this be? I'm thinking blue. I always go for red, but I'm thinking for this again, I do a blue version, a dark. If it's going to be blue, I do it the darkest part, the darkest version that I can do. And this, I don't know, gold, I guess. Yeah, this one will have gold trimming. Just like the rest, this has a dark version of the color that I want. Not exactly the color that I want, a dark version of that color. So, yeah, I think the rest can stay the same. I will add gold trimming. Actually, let's do that now. I'm going to... Yeah, I could take this layer, will be all of the gold stuff. So, for now, I think I'm gonna do another layer. I'm going to do black, and then I can just change the color later. So, let's add some trim here, some ornateness. I always draw this pattern. It's a pattern I learned to draw a while ago, and it always comes in handy when I have to do ornate stuff. It's just these curls that just fill all the space with these curls. It's that easy, that simple. I don't like it to curve in like that. They always curve out. And then you give the inside here more width, so it looks like that. I've seen these on gates and windows, or just fences. Yeah, fences. A lot of fences have those. So I just copied it, and it looks cool. And then the thing is that it can look bad. It's very easy to overdo it. So you gotta go back, and it's very easy to overdo it and do the wrong angles. So you gotta go back and just check it out, see. And you can add like ones outside. I have done that before, but I don't know. Over here, it's not working. This piece is not working. And I think less is more. So I'm gonna just add this a little bit closer here. Varying the shape and the width. There you go. And then let's do the same at the bottom. So I do a curl here. into another one to start. And then we can take this and keep going. It's all about the empty space. So you see here, there is a certain amount of space here. And there's a certain amount of space here. Now, it looks good enough. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying that I like to sort of match one with the other. So, see, if I do this, bring it in a little bit so that this is closer to this. I like the aesthetic a little more. Let's just make it a little curvier. I find that I like the style a little more, but you can mix and match. I mean, I don't do it for all of them either. So you see, this one has less space here than it has here. So instead of pulling it in, I'm gonna pull it out. There you go. I like the way it looks. I think it looks kind of cool. This one is, I think it's too neat. Let's, I did a repeating pattern, up, down, up, down. So let's add some variation here. Okay. Now, actually, ditch that. I don't like that. Just at the bottom. It needs something here, though. If I could draw those laurels, let me give it one more shot. I'm gonna draw it neat this time. Neat version, neat version. Okay, so there, we got that. I think I'm spacing it too much. Let me just see a reference. I'm gonna copy image and then paste here just so I can compare. You see, this is what I wanted to draw. Yeah, it's the same. I gotta make a brush for this later. Some other time. Just think that it would be really useful. Oh, I drew it on the wrong layer. Hang on. Merge with layer below. Okay. Yeah, and I guess another thing that I missed is that they match 1-to-1. I drew them a free-for-all when I drew it before. So they have to match 1-to-1. One on one side, one on the other side. Okay. Okay, Laurel. Laurel. It looks kind of cool. We'll see. I think once it's golden, it'll look cool. So let's pull both of them up. And cool. I think I'm gonna duplicate. Duplicate it. Can I use it like that? No, this one sucks. Yeah, this one sucks too. Let's just leave it at the bottom. I think I'm just gonna do the same trim here. Just draw gold trims. Curl, just curl in. Curl inside. There we go. Okay, dokey. Not sure what to add here at this corner. Maybe it doesn't need anything. Yeah. Hang on. Nope, that doesn't look good. There. That. Okay. So, now is the fun part. Now we just start painting. Let me just make sure that it's still working. Now we just start painting. So light and shadow. This, I think, is the fun part because it's where the drawing actually begins. The drawing begins to show. Oh, actually, let's do the gold thing here. Yeah, it doesn't look good yet, but it will, trust me. Okay, darker. Clip Studio auto saving again. Damn it. Okay. I'm gonna make this one a little darker. There you go. Okay. Now we take a new layer. Clip it to the one below. Actually, this one doesn't need to be clipped. Yeah, doesn't need to. Okay, change the new layer to glow dodge, and you see we can add light. Let there be light. See? So this is the fun part because the drawing has been in a shadow so far. So seeing it come into light is a lot of fun. This is basically how I light all of my drawings. All of my drawings that are rendered are done like this now. Ever since I learned this from Mark Brunet. I think that's his name. He made a video about don't draw shadows, draw light. And it's so simple, but it has changed my life, my art life. It's so simple, so much easier, looks so much better. It might have been the best art advice I've ever had, I've ever received. It might have been the best one. The other one was to trace, just trace. So those two compete for best advice that have changed me the most. Okay. You see, I mean, it starts to come to life. I just find it really a lot of fun. I'm just trying to see. Hang on, let's do this gold one as a little break, as we take a little break from the rest. I need to visualize the rest again with fresh eyes. We just take a little break. Let's draw. So for the gold, for it to look as metallic, as polished as possible, you need very hard transitions, very strong contrast. So you go from the darkest part to the lightest part in, really fast. So you see from here to here, it's the darkest and the lightest part. They're basically the same. There isn't this transition, this gradient. The more gradient, the longest the gradient that you have, the more matte, the more unpolished is going to look. So if you want to draw glass or crystal or metals, you draw the dark and the light, really close. So if I were to paint it like that, it'd have a really slow gradient between all of them. It'd look really matte. It'd look like an unpolished gold piece. When you have, even if it was bright, that's the thing. Even if I was adding a lot of light here, but then you couldn't see the dark parts, it was just light. It was just an unpolished piece in light. It's not about the light, it's about the contrast. So you want to show the dark parts and the light parts. That's why at the beginning I did it as dark as possible, because now once I add the light, it can show. It's all about contrast. If you only have one, if you only have it dark or only have it light, it's going to look okay, but you won't make it look shiny. For it to be shiny, you need both. That's why you can just draw, and then if you've gone too far, like most times I do, that's okay. You can just pull the eraser, a soft one, and erase it, erase some of it. It's okay, you don't have to get it first try. See? What about the gem? Let's color it in. You'll find that with glow dodge, a lot of colors are limited. They're gonna have a really short range of other colors, and if you use white, they won't even get to be white. You're gonna get like red and blue. That happens, but there's a lot of colors. Depends on the saturation too. So they're not even gonna get to be white before they just what? I don't know what the term would be. Just end. They stop reacting with the glow dodge. So what you gotta do is just try other stuff. For instance, I'm gonna draw, you know, a gradient here, and then I'm gonna take the original one. I'm gonna make the top darker. You see, because this is the part at the back of the gem. This what I'm drawing is at the back of this gem, right? So the back is in shadow, and then the light coming from above hits that part, you know, hits that back of the gem. Now it's lighting the bottom of it because it's hitting it like so, right? So now once that is done, we can come back here at the top layer, and then we can add some light to the edge, you know, just white light. I don't want to draw it as like a perfectly symmetrical. I don't think that's cool. Let me just pull this up. I can turn it off when I want. So oops, need a hard eraser. So now we can draw a more uneven light. So you see, that's kind of the trick. You draw two types of light. You draw it hitting the inside of the gem, and then you draw the edge, two separate ones. That's why the top is dark and the bottom is bright, because it's a three-dimensional gem, right? That's a little tip. Okay. So also, let's keep painting here. Another thing, that this two lights thing, it comes up a lot. Not two lights, but two ways it manifests, you know, two ways the objects react to the same light. So you have these softer transitions. You should also, depending on the material that you're drawing, add some hard lights. So, I mean, if it's shiny especially, add like a reflection, a really bright, why can't I hit this? A really bright color at the edge of where the light is coming from. I don't think it's the case here. This is more of a stone look, marble. So I'm not even gonna do that. Just keep going with the soft one. I mean, this is supposed to look matte, right? Remember I said matte has these really slow transitions. If we start adding hard contrast, it'll look metallic, and then we don't want that. We don't want that every time. It depends on the material. Gems and metals, crystal, yeah, you want that. Marble? No, you don't. Skin, you also don't. You don't want it to be, unless it's sweaty or oily, I don't know, wet. Then you need the hard edges. So right now we're trying to keep it soft, and Kyle is talking to me. Just 1 second. Might want to delete. Okay. Let's fix this real quick. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add some colors, some light, just in general here. I don't think I need to be precise with it at first. Let's see. Just add, just to show volume at first. Just to show the volume. Then we'll add light here as well. Yeah. Okay, let's do the gold trim because it's bothering me. Hard edges. This time we want the hard edges. Let's take the eraser. Erase a little more. It's not working. I don't know why. It's not working very well. I know what it is. It's just flat. I gotta. This might have been a bad idea. I don't. No. It wasn't. I can fix this. Oh, come on. The studio wants to save again. What? Closed. Sorry. Open it again. Stupid Clip Studio. What the hell? The autosave. Oh my god. When did I last save? Let me check. Oh my god, I hope I saved it. I can't believe it just did that. That's such a dick move. What? Let me save this. Hang on. Frames 1. Just hit frames 1. I gotta check the difference. Oh man, stupid Clip Studio. Did I not save? My God, I didn't save it. Holy shit, dude. So basically, all of the work, at least 10 minutes I lost. Screw you, Clip Studio. Let me just see something. References. How do you change that? File. It's probably file. Canvas recovery. 15 minutes. That change it to 30 minutes. That was a complete rug pull. Come on, dude. Okay. Do it again, I guess. What did I miss? So it was just a light and shadow, but still, that was at least 15 minutes that I lost. Come on. And I just mentioned that I had the habit of saving. This is stupid. Okay, let's see. Glow dodge. This time let's start with the gold trim. Thinking of doing it like that. Right now, it looks bad, but that's because it's flat. So even though I'm adding this, it doesn't stick to the back, to the marble here in any way. It's just, you know, pasted on top. So what we gotta do is make sure it looks like it's etched in, you know. So how do we do that? I don't have a technique for that, but I'm thinking I can just hang on. Here's what I think will work. I duplicated it. Now I'm going to change the layer to be black. I want to add a border effect. That's also black. And I mean it's sort of working. Then we can rasterize to implement that black effect. And now I'm going to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Let's see. Oh, it's still locked. Oops. Gaussian blur. Okay. I can do that. And then it doesn't look good. Hang on. I think the shadow should be above. And then we can duplicate it. And then this one, can set it to overlay. This. Does that work? I think so. Not overlay, but glow dodge. Really low opacity. Does that work? I think it does. Yeah, it kind of, it tricks your eyes. I'm sticking with that. Where's the eraser? Okay, how does it look here? I didn't even check. Yeah, it sort of works. Yeah. I like it. I've never done this before. I'm gonna use that. Maybe Photoshop has a more easy to use, like a tool for this. I know that there's a bunch of graphic styles. Maybe one of those would work. But there you go. On Clip Studio, I did it. Now, let's keep painting. Here we can add glow dodge like we did before. Can't believe Clip Studio did that. Let's Control S save just to be sure. It's because this file is huge. Clip Studio auto saves perfectly, but this file is huge, so every time it tries to auto save, it blocks the PC. It locks up. So okay. Okay. Sort of working. I'm not a fan. I think that's more of a bushy hairstyle. I'm not a huge fan. Special. I would at least change the middle part to not be perfectly symmetrical. Symmetrical is hard to... Oh, I got it. Hard to type. Symmetrical in the forehead because it's a bit distracting. But yeah, if this is the hairstyle Jamie wants, but yeah, change that before sending for to art, and we'll see. Change that first and we'll see. Okay, back to the drawing. So a lot of soft, like the shadow, since this is a stone look, we don't want sharp contrasts. We don't want sharp contrast. Want it to be as soft as possible. I think maybe for matte, really matte materials, we can draw some hard shadows. I don't know, I think it's fine. Instead of drawing the light, we can draw the shadows. go. Light. Let's remember to save. Saved. Okay. Okay, some hard lights. This part we want contrast. Oh man, Chinty is popping today. Okay. Back to work. Okay, too much. Too much. I think I'm gonna close Chanty. It's distracting me. I want to finish this. I really want to finish this. So I think yeah, let's add shadows instead of just adding lights. Don't necessarily just have to add lights. We can add shadows too. It's just that primarily we want to start with the dark and then go lighter. We can go back, it's fine. So this is a layer of shadows. So ambient occlusion, we can add that. This one doesn't work, doesn't look good. Just add some shadows here. Okay, I'll add shadows here, shadow here. Now the point of these frames is to be really ornate and painted, and to achieve that we gotta we gotta take care of the details. It's not like the other pieces where we simplify it as much as we can and try to keep the lines really clean and just to get it done fast. This is more of a painting, so we can take our time and add a bunch of layers of details. More details the better, and this one's the opposite of the normal the normal drawings. Normal drawings is the more simplified the better. I mean, we still want details, but details create trouble. It's hard to implement details without running into trouble. Is this stream bugging? No. It's just lagging behind. Okay, so we want to add some shadow here. Shadow there. Dang, is this stream? Oh, I'm 2 minutes behind here. For some reason, I was 2 minutes behind. Okay, we want to draw each shadow and each light highlight. It takes a while to do, but it's satisfying to see it finished. Trying to select each I was gonna say leaf, each feather. Oops. Okay, this is the problem I run into a lot. If I'm drawing a shadow, and where is it even? This one. If it's a colored shadow, and if I go to do something else, I can never match the original color. So then I have to do this, change it to normal, and so I can go back. It's a pain in the ass. Usually I use black, and then after I'm done, I change the color of the whole shadow, the whole multiply layer. At this time I'm pushing through. I'm just trying to get this done. I don't want to redo it. Control S. Speaking of Control S, let's save it. Add some shadows here. We're almost done actually. I'm just gonna need to do a halo here afterwards, but nearly done. Just took 2 hours. That's kind of it's not normal. I don't usually take this long. I guess talking about it is slowing me down a little bit. I didn't know if streaming would slow me down or if it would speed me up, because I'm much more laid back when I'm not streaming. I'm usually playing something in the background. Not a game. I'm playing series or movies in the background. And I thought it would distract me, but I guess streaming distracts me more. Or the movies don't distract me. Movies or series. Not usually movies. I don't usually watch movies. I watch series. Like, I just finished House again. Second time I watch it. Just finished watching House. And I've watched Veep a couple of times as well while drawing. The whole thing, I mean, through the whole series. Bob's Burgers. What else? Seinfeld. A lot of Seinfeld. Everybody Loves Raymond. The King of Queens. I love those as well. 30 Rock. My God, I love 30 Rock so much. So, yeah, I guess those don't distract me because I would have done this. I don't know. I don't remember. But I have a feeling it wouldn't have taken me, what, two hours to get to this point? This is a very simple design, so I don't know. Is it simple? I don't know. Whatever. Let's just finish this. What needs shadow here? This. Add a shadow here. Oh, the rendering I did on the gem is gone. Let's do it again. So first, take this, select it. It has to be darker at the top, lighter at the bottom. I'll keep that open. Like so. Right? So that is the inside of the gem. Then we let me save. Take the layer that is supposed to be. Actually, let me just change the colors here. This shouldn't be brown. It should be a dark blue. Then we take this and then we draw. Hang on, let's turn off the ruler. Where's the ruler? It's at the bottom. Take that. We draw the light. And there we go. Still missing some light. I think I'm gonna change the. Oops. Let's turn this on. Yeah. I'm gonna change the color of the light to something warmer. It's just white right now, so let's see. If I lock it, then I paint it with that. Let's see. Nope, that sucks. It has to be way brighter. Okay. Way brighter still. Just a hint of yellow. I just delete it. Okay. Actually can lower this a little bit. No, no, no. Leave it on. Leave it full. Okay. I think that's it. Let's add a halo. Add a halo. Let's add a halo. Okay. Okay. Drawing a halo freehand is going to suck. Let me tell you. Ah! That was easy. With the ruler was super easy. There you go. Okay, so then I'm gonna take it. Actually make it bigger. Yeah. I should put it behind everything. Then and what we actually go back. Yeah, I think I moved it a little bit. Just trying to center it again. Now we filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Actually, no. Have to duplicate it. We need a harder one. Blur, Gaussian blur. And a lot of blur. We need a lot of blur. No, no, we don't. It's a little blur. But we need to duplicate the layer a few times. So there. Just one time. So you see, that's the angelic one. That's it. Actually, let me just add. It's locked. Just add some. Nice reflection here, as if it's lighting it, like so. And done. Let's see. Now let's add a picture there to really illustrate what kind of character would use this. I don't know. An angel? I have no idea. Let's see. D&D cosplay. I'm just gonna put in D&D cosplay. Not this. Not this one. Is there one that... I don't know. To be honest with you, I have no idea who would be using that. An archangel? Nope, I have no idea. That says... That's as good as any character to be using that. To be honest, actually, I'm just gonna put in yeah, there we go. Okay, that's what, exactly almost 2 hours, a little longer, but that was a good stream. If there's anyone watching, thank you for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.